Today, my topic is about the silence. So, before entering into the topic deeply, I would like to show my gratitude towards all the masters, to my Guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, to Vamsi sir, and to all the masters and angels who are always taking care of me in every single second of my life. Thank you so much, masters. So, today I'm going to explain about the silence, as already all of you are may practice this one in your day-to-day life at least once, right? You may have experience towards the silence. Silence in the sense of not only in the outer world silence, like with your mouth. It must be both ways, outer silence and the inner silence. Today, you may heard many, you may already heard many classes about the silence, but in this class what I'm going to explain is the mistakes whatever we do when we practice this silence. Okay, in the sense of outer silence and in the sense of inner silence also. Okay, so I got points about the outer silence, what we are doing mistakes while practicing the silence. In the sense of there are 3 points, like while practicing the outer silence, you need to, the first point is you need to, um, you should not speak any word, and also you should not make any noise with your mouth, right? The first and foremost thing, while practicing the silence, we should not utter any word, and even we should not make any noise with your mouth, right? Usually when we practice, no, many people try to not at all speaking any word. They always in that mode, but they try to make a noise other than the words. So it should not be there. You should practice the complete calmness, the complete calmness. So this is the first point, and the second point is you should not watch in any movie, or you should not watch the TV. You should not listen to the music, like not to the meditation music, to the normal music, whatever you hear every day. Okay, you should not watch the TV. You should not watch the laptop. You should not watch the phone, whatever which affects your aura negatively. If you watch a movie, if you listen a song, it will just affect your aura in a negative way, so that will change your thoughts completely. So you will automatically try to speak the words. So while practicing the silence, you should not watch any electronic device, to say, or the TV also. Okay, and the third one is, while especially those who are having the kids, they face so much problem while practicing this silence, right? So when you practice this silence, you must tell them first of all. Okay, tell them that I'm practicing to the silence. So you must tell them. Many kids understand if you tell them. So mama is practicing today silence, so I must not disturb her. In that way, some many kids understand, but some kids, they always need that. Pampering from the parents, some kids. So if you, if you have that type of kids, um, if you face some problem while practicing this silence, any urgent need to stop that silence suddenly, don't feel regret towards that situation. Okay, don't blame the kids, don't blame the kids, don't feel any regret towards that. Okay, it's not like it's not like uh, um, blaming towards the kids always become a sin, but it it will affect your aura, right? It will affect your aura. Okay, if you, one second please. So these are the 3 points. When you practice the silence in sense of outer silence, you need to make your mind to not do all these mistakes. Keep in mind that you should not do all these mistakes like practicing uttering of words or any sound, and not watching any electronic device, and don't blame your kids or the situation whatever you are facing while practicing that silence. Okay, these are the points which I got for outer silence. And for inner silence, when you are practicing the silence, you need to calm your thoughts also there, right? uh, Practicing silence is not only for the calming our ju- just keep silence your keep always keep sorry. Sorry friends, my kids are disturbing me. um, Practicing silence is not only speaking, not at all speaking the words, uh, speaking the words, uttering the words, not at all speaking the words, not at all uttering one, not at all making the sounds, but calming our thoughts also. Okay, how to calm our thoughts? So while while practicing the inner silence, here we should not pressure our mind. The first and foremost thing, we should not give so much pressure to our mind to calm the thoughts at once. Okay, and you should always write it down, the thoughts whatever are coming while practicing the silence. There are three types of thoughts which you get while practicing the silence. Those are like the casual thoughts, the repeated thoughts, and the unwanted thoughts. Okay, if you note down all these thoughts, then you can able to practice that inner silence very easily. Okay, first one, the casual thoughts. We are getting that casual thoughts, right? Casual thoughts, nothing but the day-to-day life thoughts. We are thinking many thoughts, the day-to-day life thoughts, eating, sleeping, speaking with someone, whatever we are doing in our day-to-day life activities, we are getting the thoughts about that activities, right? So to calm down those thoughts, we need to practice the meditation. That's it. So through meditation, you can calm down those thoughts. And the second one is the repeated thoughts. When you are practicing this inner silence, you'll get so many repeated thoughts. If you observe, repeated thought means when you're practicing this one, you'll get like, eat this one, eat this raw food, eat this fruit, eat this type of raw kind of vegetable. You'll get repeated thoughts like that. You need to observe that one, which thought is coming to me repeatedly. Note it down and try to implement that in your life. Because if it is coming in your thoughts repeatedly, means it is so useful to you, especially while practicing the silence. Okay, it is so useful to you. It will help to um, uh, it will always help in your progress, always in your it will give so much of progress in your spiritual path. Okay, repeated thoughts. And the third one is the unwanted thoughts. These are very, very important thoughts. When you are practicing the silence, you'll get so many unwanted thoughts towards a person, towards a situation, whatever you are facing in your present life. If you are thinking, if you are getting a thought about a person which you don't like, or yeah, if you had any situation, if you faced any situation in that you don't like that person, but that person is coming into your thoughts again and again. So why he is coming into your thoughts? You don't like that person, but he is coming into your thoughts. What to do with that situation? What to do with that thought? Why they are coming? Why that thoughts are coming to you, even though you are not liking that person? Because that thought trying to teach you something. That thought is trying to teach you something. What is the lesson? Is a lesson that the thought is trying to teach you here is you need to forgive that person, because you're hating that person means he had done something wrong to you. That's why you're hating that person. So if someone had done something wrong to you means you need to forgive him. That's why that person is coming into your thought again and again, and you are not liking that one. Your ego always try to up the guard. It never down the guard, right? So don't listen to your ego. Try to understand the thought, why it is coming into my mind. And also this is about giving forgiveness. And also, if you faced any problem, if you had done any wrong to any person, okay, if you had done any wrong to any person, even that person also trying to enter into your thoughts, that also you don't like, because your I have already mentioned, no, your ego always try to up the guard. It never down the guard. Ego always tells us, I hate that person, I don't like to tell, because you don't like to ask forgiveness towards that person or the situation. That's why you always face the problem with that thoughts. So try to analyze the thought, whatever coming, why whatever is coming while practicing this silence, especially while practicing the silence. Okay. Unwanted thoughts are very much important because it teaches us lot of lessons, lots and lots of lessons while practicing the silence. Okay, these are the types of the thoughts which we do mistakes. Actually, we don't uh, uh, analyze, we don't try to think about the thoughts while practicing the silence, because we don't know the concept here. While practicing the silence, there are thoughts, these many types of thoughts are there. We need to note them, we need to analyze them, we need to implement in our life, so we don't know exactly. So today I got this much of message towards the inner silence and the outer silence also. So try to practice, try to correct your mistakes while practicing this silence, in sense of outer and inner also. So I would like to uh, ask, like, whatever you got the experience while practicing this silence also, I would like to listen all of your experiences if you are ready to share. Thank you for listening to me. For this is the topic for today. I got the information from the masters. So when you practice this silence completely, you can uplift your soul very easily, very easily. Silence always um, gives us so much of knowledge and wisdom, so much of knowledge and wisdom. You can connect to the higher worlds very easily if you practice the silence. Okay, okay, this is the topic. If you want, if you have any doubts towards this silence, or if you want to share any wisdom or any experience, whatever you had in your life, please feel free to. share here. Thank you so much for listening to me. Yes, Darshana.
Hello, Madhurima ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing this wisdom and reminding of the silence. I like the point of forgiving people where we are constantly, or the thoughts of that person is if repeating in our silence, then that means the forgiveness is required. So it was very good reminder. So thank you so much. Apart from that, I would like to share my personal experience. Recently, I've been to Vipassana. It is in English we call it Vipassana in India, and there you have to maintain silence for 9 days. And as per my experience, initial 3 4 days our mind is jumping from one topic to the other, and so many past memories and the future plans and whatnot, and all kinds of discomfort at emotional and physical level. But after, I would say, fifth or sixth day, the physically and mentally everything becomes very easy and calmer. So my conclusion is that if we maintain silence for longer period of time, uh, so initially our mind and body is not comfortable, so they are reacting in creating pain to us and giving us excuses that okay, I don't like it, I have so much pain and I have so much to do and I have so much to plan. But once we don't react to all this, I would say, tantrum of our mind and body, then the mind and body will get calmer and calmer, and by end of 9 days we are so used to with that silence that we don't feel like to come out of the silence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think if we maintain it for long period of time, then the mind and body will get calmer. But yes, initially it's difficult.
Yeah, initially it was so difficult for me also. you, if you have kids means then you will face so much of problem, especially
Yeah,
those who are having kids.
totally understand.
Yeah,
So many thanks.
yeah. Thank you so much for your sharing experience. Yeah. Anyone else? Madhu ma'am, do you have any experience, ma'am, towards silence? Ma'am is not here.
Madhurima garu.
Ma'am, Lera. Okay.
లేరండి.
Okay, fine.
So wonderful sharing అండి. So few things that came to me as you were sharing about silence is it is wonderful to listen like practical experiences like Master Darshana here who said she was on a 9 days, 10 days Vipassana course. And yes, the longer we stay in silence, we become masters of understanding the dynamics of silence, refusal to acceptance to completely coming into alignment. And in many cases, we do not find that possibilities to do longer silence, practicing silence. So what was said to me is become aware of gaps during the day where you can practice silence. It could be even for half an hour. It could be even for 1 hour when you're awake, aware, doing your things. Decide yourself, I would not speak, and then practice being in silence. So more and more it is done, the more and more we can even go into longer periods of silence. So this is one thing. And second thing is as we practice silence, you shared very beautifully about the inner silence as well. And both are
Okay.
connected one to the other. Outer thrusting the inner thrusting the outer. And so one becomes their own master. One's own observation becomes their own master. And the tips you have shared, the three inner silence tips are beautiful as well. And And yes, we all need to practice being in silence, and we can experience the beauty of silence as we fall, in harmony with regular practice of it. And the other point that came to me was about the food. People who plan to practice longer periods of silence, it is like your point, which said reduce the electronic media, reduce watching, let's say, stop watching movies or mobile phones or whatever. So it is an intake, mental intake, that can influence our inner silence, which then affects our outer silence. So equally is the physical food intake. One has to become aware of what kind of food one is taking, because food influences one's mind, one's thoughts, how much they agitate one's emotions. So that as well, if one is serious in practicing silence, it is better to take as much closely as possible something fresh and raw. So these are the things that came through. So thank you, Madhurima.
Thank you so much.
I see Darshanaji, you want to share something else?
Yes, Ramsa. Again, I would like to agree with you on both the points. On the first point, so as per my experience, when I'm not in Vipassana mode or something, when we are living normal life, um, the outer silence is still possible. It is manageable. But when we are because I used to try that to maintain silence on every Sunday or something like that. But the inner chatter is constantly on, because we are keep analyzing things and keep experiencing the outer experiences at the same time, this social media thing. And hence I think it is also equally important to work from inside first, to calm our thoughts and then to get into silence. So this is what I experienced in my past. And the second is this social media thing and so on. Many a times I take kind of a fasting from social media, and I've realized that when I'm fasting from social media, my meditation is easy, instead of when I just watch some, say, web series or something, then I see impact of such social media or watching some movies or web series on my meditation. So you are absolutely right that I very much experience, I would say, on regular basis.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Darshanaji.
Yeah, and also the TV programs and the especially the news part.
Yeah, yeah.
And one more experience that I would like to share on the raw food. Uh, I'm not sure whether Kinnariji is there or not, but once Shah sir and Kinnari ma'am shared their experience on their juicing fast. And since then, they really inspired me and also guided me to, I would say, to fast and also to have raw food. And yeah, I've changed my lifestyle, and I see a lot of physical and emotional calmness and many positive changes. So that too, you are so right that as we have raw food, it definitely impacts our meditation and also the inner peace. And you feel happy just like that for no reason.
Yes, yes. Wonderful, Darshanaji. Raw food is really calming one from inside.
Yeah, so currently my 80 to 90% of my intake is raw food. And after having food, I feel very happy and peaceful, just like that. So that's, I would say, good improvement.
Yeah, beautiful.
So thanks to Beam Group, I would say. I'm so much, I would say, nourished and healed through all the masters and all the sessions. So I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful for practicing it and then sharing back your experience, Darshanaji.
Yeah.
And as you were sharing, what I got connected to is nothing is free, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Everything that we undergo has an effect on us.
Yeah.
So everything means everything. Everything that we listen,
Yeah.
everything that we read,
Yeah.
everything that we see, everything that we eat.
Mm.
So everything has an effect.
Yeah, it's so powerful. Thank you. I will note this down. I also make notes as in when I find something, impactful. So I keep that as my notes. So as in when I need, I just can go and refer and remind myself. I will definitely note this down.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, Madhavi.
Hi, Ram. Hi, Masters. Thank you so much for Madhurima Madam for taking such a nice topic, silence. That is one of my favorite topic as well. And also, I'm a very silent person, but nobody thinks that I'm a very silent person. So let me explain about my experience. When I was a child, I was very quiet, and I used to sit at the backside, very, very calm, and like a lump. I was little fatty, and but I was very good in subjects actually. And all my teachers, they used to write everything. She's very nice, smiley all the time, and all these things. But at the end, they used to write, she's very quiet and calm girl. Oh my God, I was, I don't know whether to take it as a compliment or I should change. Maybe she's not mingling with the other kids because I was very silent, like, very silent. And I used to see, yeah, later on, my class teachers were asking my parents to talk and to have counseling that why I'm not mingling with other people or with the other kids. Because I did not find interesting, or I don't know, I was just being myself. But as a time period, if you see, I am so chatty. Now people say, Madhvi, please stop. You, I mean, everybody says, my husband also says, can you please stop for a while? So I became such a big chatty. And then later on, after joining, I still have this dry cough. After joining the meditation and after learning all from the masters, then I understood myself where I was silent. And now I'm coming back to that silent. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madhavi.
That was my experiences, like how my silence became noisy, and then from noisy to silence again. And now I understand, no matter what other people say or talk about it, I understood that real silence, why I was really silent all those days. Yeah, it is very beautiful, actually. Yeah. Thank you so much, Masters. Thank you.
Yeah, any doubts?
Yes, Vindhya Garu. I see Vindhya ji raised her hand.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Madhurima Garu. Great topic. Silence is always golden, and you brought out. And you made it beautifully clarity about inner and outer silence. So thank you. I know with your kids testing also, you try to keep going. So it is hard. And great sharing, Darshanaji. I have always wanted to do Vipassana. I haven't gotten to it yet. It's hard, maybe. I've tried practicing silence, like Mauna, for one day, like in a week before. On the lighter side, I think my husband was very happy more than me. He enjoyed the silence in the house, and he thought it was very, very comical. He used to tell my parents, I can say whatever I want. She won't say anything, and he used to do that then. So obviously, this was outer silence I was doing. Inner silence, I have to practice a lot more. And like Madhavi said, I also thought I was very silent. I don't speak so much, but then I realized there's a lot more inner talking going on. So I think a lot, especially in these groups and all. I somehow feel like sharing that. Maybe also I have to practice silence, but somehow it just comes to me that I can't stop. I have to share. And I'm a teacher, so one thing that I noticed: silence. If you spell silent, if you scramble the words listen, it is the same as listen. So I think when you practice silence, we learn to listen more, and that's what I am trying to do too. So great advice. And obviously the whole nature, everything is born from silence. So I think that is our true nature. And raw diet, yes, Madhu ma'am had done raw diet. I did. It helped a lot. It obviously calms the inside and makes us relax. No cravings, nothing. But that's hard to have to practice more. So thank you for all the tips and advice and sharings, Ram Garu and others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vindhyaji. Yes, I can correlate about the silence because we both, as you said, that we were in our own worlds to understand and to know about ourselves more than the other interested kids, all around. So that is something which were from the childhood, as you said, that mentioned it, we came from silence and we have to be in silence. So that's a very beautiful thing. Yes, this is what it was happening at that time, but we were so young that we didn't understand what is that. But after all of these complete dramas and everything, now we know to reach that silence, where to reach and how to go. It's very beautiful how our both journeys are like. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Swarna ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Madhurima ji. Beautiful topic. Silence is always our favorite topic for spiritual seekers. So yeah, I loved it. All the points that all the masters shared was wonderful. I echo with everyone. And also I experienced it, like, when you do diet or I stopped watching this televisions completely, even though I accompany with my husband while he's watching, but I just go in the meditation silently. I still go into very deep, even though movie running and he's watching, that feels him as I accompanied, and also I feel very energized. So yeah, even I was a very, very active, very chatty person from the beginning, from the childhood. My dad always used to warn me that, Swarna, don't laugh loudly, quiet, don't talk. He was from military. He's a military man, and we used to have a military discipline at home. But I was like completely opposite. I would talk, I would laugh loudly, I will fall. I just make all the, vessels noise, all those things. But I would just, even though he would tell me, but I would just enjoy my own world. But now, even till before coming into meditation, I was like that. I would be very active, make so much of joy or, activeness in the environment. But after maintaining the silence, I notice still now people are enjoying this silence within me, and the silence that I bring to the people, just more into listening mode. So I didn't understand there is an inner silence and outer silence, the mauna they called. So it was very, very shocking to me when I came into this meditation. They said, like, you need to be more mauna to heal yourself, especially thyroid and all. If you have, then you got to maintain a silence, mauna, not only mauna external, but also internal. So that shocked me. What mauna? Oh my gosh. That is like only I would know, like only the movie people would do that mauna. And how can I do that? How can I show my face with mauna to the people? So it was like very different feeling, I would say. But I'm enjoying now. We don't talk. Even with my husband, I used to talk so much. But if I go back to the talking, we would have some differences in opinion. But when I maintain a silent, he respects me, I respect him, and still we feel energized, so much love, compassion. When driving, we don't talk. He never complained that why don't you talk. I never complained why don't you talk. So it is so, I think soul talks when we maintain silence. And also nature walk when we wanted to maintain silence. Nature walk also helps so much. So much of communication happens during that time with the soul, nature, and animals. Just observe that. So yeah, this is my experience, Master. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Madhurima, again for bringing this topic. Love you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mom. You have explained very beautifully, actually, towards your husband. In my life also, I have faced the same problem, same experience too, to say. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Okay. If no one is there, means we'll end the session, sir. Ram sir.
Yes, Madhurima garu. So thanks a lot for being with all of us and then sharing the wonderful wisdom about silence. And thanks everyone for joining. So we'll end today's evening session and we meet back soon on our next session on Beam platform. Namaste, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.